Every year, a new diet takes over. Low fat, low carb, carnivore, keto, fasting windows. And after every single one, people are still confused about what to eat for breakfast. Nobody explained the system underneath the diets. This video does exactly that. What food actually is. Both plates contain 600 calories. Your body treats them like completely different documents. Because they are. Food is not just fuel. Fuel is something you pour in and burn. Food is a set of instructions. Every bite sends signals to your hormones, your cells, your gut, and your brain. Those signals tell your body what to build, what to burn, and what to store. Food is divided into two categories. Macronutrients are what the body needs in large daily amounts. Carbohydrates, protein, and fat. They supply mostly your energy and form your physical structure. Micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. Needed in tiny amounts, but without them, systems fail one by one. Go without food entirely and energy collapses. Macronutrient failure. Eat plenty of calories from junk alone and immunity weakens, cognition fogs, and hair thins. Micronutrient failure. Same body, different systems. Breaking quietly. Your body does not respond to calories alone. It also responds to composition. Carbohydrates. Your brain is 2% of your body weight. It burns 20% of your resting energy. In a normal fed state, the brain runs mostly on glucose. When you eat bread, rice, or oats, your digestive system breaks those structures into glucose. It enters the bloodstream. Blood sugar rises. The pancreas releases insulin, signaling cells to absorb the glucose for energy. Leftover glucose stores in the liver and muscles as glycogen. When glycogen fills, the surplus becomes fat. Simple carbohydrates like white bread and table sugar digest fast. Blood sugar spikes, insulin floods. Then comes the crash. That is why a sugary breakfast leaves you hungry an hour later. Complex carbohydrates like oats, sweet potatoes, and lentils digest slowly. Glucose enters gradually. Energy stays stable for hours. The problem is not carbohydrates, it is carbohydrates stripped of fiber and consumed faster than the body was built to handle. Speed is the variable that breaks the system. Protein. You are made of protein. Every muscle fiber, organ wall, enzyme, antibody, and hormone. All protein. Protein is built from amino acids. Your body makes 11 of the 20. The remaining 9, called essential amino acids, must come from food. If even one is missing, the body cannot complete the structure it is trying to build. After exercise, injury, or illness, the body tears down damaged structures and rebuilds them. Without enough incoming amino acids, it pulls from muscle tissue instead. The muscle disappears slowly and quietly. It looks like aging. A lot of the time, it is just not eating enough protein. Protein costs the most to digest. About 25 to 30% of its calories are burned in the digestion process itself. It also suppresses the hunger hormone ghrelin longer than any other macronutrient. The misunderstanding: protein is mostly for athletes. It is not. It is the structural maintenance macronutrient for every human, at every age. The person who never exercises still needs protein to maintain organs, repair immune cells, and produce enzymes. A body with enough protein repairs faster and ages slower. One without it borrows from itself. Fat. In 1980, governments told the public to eat less fat. Low-fat advice was part of the story, and many low-fat products compensated for the removed fat by adding more sugar and refined carbohydrates. But obesity rose for many reasons, including ultra-processed food, excess calories, and lifestyle changes. Fat was not the problem, the replacement was. Your brain is 60% fat by dry weight. Every cell membrane is built from fat. Without adequate dietary fat, those membranes degrade, fat-soluble vitamins cannot be absorbed, and sex hormone production drops. Saturated fat, found in red meat and butter, raises LDL in excess and contributes to cardiovascular disease in large chronic amounts. Moderate amounts within a whole food diet are acceptable. Unsaturated fat found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish reduces inflammation and lowers heart attack risk. Confirmed across decades of research. Trans fat raises LDL and lowers HDL simultaneously. There is no safe amount. Most countries have banned it. Calling all fat dangerous is like calling all liquids dangerous. Water and acid are both liquids. What matters is which one and how much. Micronutrients. You can eat 3,000 calories a day and still be malnourished. This is called hidden hunger. The calories are there, the vitamins and minerals are not. 9 vitamins are water-soluble. The body flushes excess daily and needs continuous replenishment. B vitamins and vitamin C fall here. 4 are fat-soluble and stored in tissue. Vitamins A, D, E, and K. Overdosing fat-soluble vitamins through supplements is possible. Water-soluble vitamins are generally harder to overdose than fat-soluble ones, but high-dose supplements can still cause problems. Iron carries oxygen in red blood cells. Without enough, exhaustion and weakness follow. About 40% of children aged 6 months to 5 years worldwide are affected by anemia. Iodine produces thyroid hormones. Severe deficiency during pregnancy causes irreversible brain damage in the child. Vitamin D builds immunity and enables calcium absorption. Over 1 billion people are deficient globally. The misunderstanding. This is a poor country problem. A large share of the U.S. population does not meet recommended intakes for nutrients like vitamin D and magnesium. The body under micronutrient insufficiency still runs, it just never runs well. Lower energy, weaker immunity, slower cognition. No diagnosis, just quiet accumulation. Blood sugar and insulin. Every time you eat, this cycle runs. Carbohydrates break into glucose. Glucose enters the blood. Blood sugar rises. The pancreas releases insulin, which binds to cell receptors like a key entering a lock, triggering transporters that pull glucose into cells. Blood sugar returns to normal within 2 hours. When the inputs are moderate, the cycle is silent. Eat large amounts of fast sugar repeatedly, and the spikes grow frequent and severe. Cells respond less efficiently to insulin. The pancreas produces more to compensate. Eventually, it cannot keep up. Glucose stays chronically elevated. This is type 2 diabetes, and it begins years before diagnosis as quiet insulin resistance. Chronically high glucose damages the kidneys, the retina, and the nerves. Diabetes is a major cause of kidney failure, vision loss, nerve damage, and non-traumatic amputations. The misunderstanding. Blood sugar mostly matters for diabetics. Every person's energy, mood, and focus track directly with blood sugar stability, every single day. Think of insulin as a postal worker. Glucose is the package. When the system works, every package is delivered. When resistance develops, the worker can no longer open the doors. Packages pile up, the system breaks. The gut microbiome. Inside your large intestine live approximately 38 trillion microorganisms, roughly equal to every human cell in your body. This is not contamination, this is an organ. These microorganisms ferment fiber into compounds that feed your gut lining and regulate inflammation. The gut contains 70% of the body's immune cells. The microbiome trains those cells from birth, shaping what the immune system attacks and what it tolerates. Most of the body's serotonin is made in the gut, and gut signals can influence the brain through the gut-brain axis, including vagal pathways. What happens in your gut directly affects your mood, your cognition, and your stress response. A fiber-rich diet feeds a diverse bacterial population. Diversity is what makes the microbiome resilient. A diet heavy in ultra-processed food and refined sugar reduces diversity and creates dysbiosis, a disordered microbiome linked to obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, depression, and anxiety. The microbiome begins shifting within days of a dietary change. Feed it right, and it holds together. Starve it, and it collapses. Energy balance. There are 86,400 seconds in a day. Your body burns energy through every one. A calorie measures that energy. Carbohydrates and protein each deliver 4 calories per gram. Fat delivers 9. Your body spends energy 3 ways. Resting expenditure keeps you alive at rest. and accounts for 60 to 70% of all daily energy use. The thermic effect of food is the energy cost of digesting what you eat. Physical activity, from formal exercise to unconscious fidgeting, makes up the rest and is the part most under your control. Consume more than you expend and the surplus becomes fat. Consume less and the body draws from stored energy. That is thermodynamics. But the equation is not fixed. When calorie intake drops, the body adapts. Metabolic rate decreases. Unconscious movement decreases. The body tries to close the gap. This is why weight loss slows after the first few weeks, even when nothing changes. The misunderstanding comes from two directions. One says calories do not matter, only quality does. The other says a calorie is a calorie regardless of source. Both are wrong. Calories set the boundary. What those calories are made of determines what the body builds inside it. Same construction budget. One crew builds with bricks, the other builds with sand. Your body is not confused. It has been running the same system for hundreds of thousands of years. Feed it well.